Welcome back. It's been a minute. I know I've been missing in action for a while. Video editing is not for the faint-hearted, but I told myself today I am posting a video, even if it's in bits and pieces. I'll just post it so that we can see the morphing, the metamorphosis of the home from its conception to completion. And I know the start of the video is something I may have shown in my first video, but this is just to bring you uh, up to speed with what we had looked at before. And just that was the interior of the home when we first moved in. As you had seen from a previous video, it was just a U. It was 40 foot, 20 foot, three 20-foot containers done in the shape of a U, and it was done to completion before we moved in. So that part was complete, but the spaces were small. So the bedrooms had adequate space, but the living room and the kitchen were together, as you can see in the video. But I had a dream for that. I had already seen ahead to what I wanted, so I knew what would happen when I got more money, because at that time I was just done. I just needed to move in. I was so broke. So I moved in. So the kitchen and the living room was squeezed in a little space, but that's fine. I didn't mind. And then we had the two bathrooms in both bedrooms, bathrooms and toilets. So that's what's up in this start of the video. But as we go on, you'll see what my idea had been from the beginning for the front part, which is the empty part of the U. You'll see what it becomes. But yeah, I know I've been away for a while, and I've been telling myself I need to post this, I need to post this, and I told myself today I'm not sleeping without posting this video. I'll learn what I'm learning along the way. Any tricks that need to make the video more interesting, I'll learn along the way. But at least let me post this so that we can see the house up to, this will show you up to, I think, end of 2023. I think, yeah, end of 2023 or beginning of 2024. So yeah, just so that part is just giving you a preview of the house, and then we go back to the outside part. Now I love the landscape. I loved the empty spaces and the openness and the air, but that meant I was giving up my privacy, and that wasn't gonna work. So eventually, let's first see an overview. That's my Babati gate, and then now walking in, you'll notice that, and by the way, the fence is just the, what is it called, chain link, the chain link fence, just to keep my dog in. And then I've put some stones at the front because of the mud. This is black cotton, so it used to get really, really muddy. So I had to make the ground level and partition a bit, put some stones so that I can get a place to park my car. But the rest was just beauty in its element. Now, the MTU has now been roofed, as you see from there. I put a roof over it. I did some bit of rough cement, just again to get rid of the mud. This place used to be so muddy. So I did a bit of cement here, but really rough, just to keep it in control, the water, the mud. And just as a side note, if you decide to do a container home, please make sure you have a roof in mind. That just helps control the water, and you can do water harvesting. So now we've moved on, and you can see I'm now installing a gate. I put some mabatis along the fence. I loved the view but hated the lack of privacy. So I got some old mabatis and some new mabatis, which we will see. They'll get a use. And at the side there, you've seen a water tank. So I'm now upping up on the water that I have in the compound, because yeah, just to have enough water. And then apart from now putting a roof over the U, I now fenced it off. I closed it off at the front with this, just some metal and mabati, nothing fancy. Maybe with time I'll see how I can do it, but there it is. There is the space. It's now developing into something different. There it is. I put cement on the floor. I closed up the place with lots and lots of windows. I love light. I love air. So I needed to have air movement in there. That's the mabati that I put previously. You can see the chumas over there, the iron bars, so to speak. That's what I'd done. And for the gate, I bought my own material and had someone come and make it from the house. I just paid for his labor. Yeah, there is a water tank there. I just want you to see that water tank. A bit about it is that it's from a company called Niale. They make excellent water tanks. I mean, these are the ones. These are the things to go for. It's not those ones that burst in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, but anyway, I'll put the link in the description box. And yes, this is that empty space. I put some color on the wall. I threw some color on the wall. I put gypsum for insulation, and then I left the is it metal or iron bars exposed for aesthetics. Yeah, there's the gate done. I know my video is very haphazard, but please bear with me. I'll learn with time. That muddy area, those are some of the things I wanted to deal with. I built a water tower for the tanks. So I'll put another smaller tank on top of that one. So we have just a little over 10,000 liters now, because we have a 3,000 liter, 5,000 liter. Then I added a 2,000 liter. I painted the place. I put white. I went with white because, yeah, I just love white. I put some see-through mabati roofing at the on the outside part for lighting, but I would not recommend it to anyone who would want that idea. It really burns. It burns. It burns. It burns you. It doesn't just burn itself, but it burns you. So I changed that later, but I'll show you what I did in a later video. But there is the iron that I used for the mabati. I left it exposed and painted it black against the white gypsum. I loved that effect. So now we have a living room. I put a plastic mat on the floor before I decide to do what to do with the floor. I don't want to tile it. I think I might do mazeras or slabs. I don't know. And then throw on rugs. I'm not really sure. But that can work for now. So it has become a living room. And now our kitchen is just a kitchen. Doesn't have, yeah, seats like it did before. So there's our living room. And yeah, if you think I've skipped anything, please just comment below so that I can throw in more information. This is just for the video for you to see what's happening. There, the TV is still in the kitchen, but I'll move it with time. Ignore the pipe over there. That's before we had water in our taps. That's the back, right? The biodigesters that shown you before. That other house is in another compound. Yeah, so I've added more maram at where I park the car. So now it's stable. It's good. It's good. I like it that way. If I need to do anything, I'll do much later. The mabati I used for the fence will not go to waste. I have a plan for it. If you keep it locked on the channel, You'll find out with time. So I bought new mabati for a reason. I know what I want to do some build with it. I have some old mabati there, but yeah, I'll use that to construct something useful. Yeah, but I went with black for the gates. You can see the mud is reducing because now I put moram at the side of the house. You can walk around without, yeah, having to put on gumboots. There's my dog's bed. Let's go to the back of the house. There you can see that. That's an overview. And when we walk to the back, I've taken the maram all the way around. I had some laborers come and just hit it for me, and then I poured the maram dust on top of the stones that had been hit in the compound. That's the back. In a later video, you'll see I've done even more with the back and the front part, but yeah, that will come later. But for today, I wanted to show you what the place looks like as of. This should have been December 2023. Yes, I got some pots from an office that were discarding theirs. I went and picked for free. I came and put them there. Usually I use jerry cans, any I repurpose old basins, old buckets. But yes, that's our living room now. That's the outside part. Can go in together. This was during Christmas, so you can see some turkey decoration on the ceiling. We've now moved the TV to the sitting room, our Christmas tree over there at the side, and a carpet I had from before. But the black and white is a plastic mat I just put there before I decide what to do with the floor and before I get money to do something. Yes, there we go. And then now the kitchen is just the kitchen.